Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to a new video. So, the day has finally come. I knew I was going to have to do this eventually, and we are going through my Premier League table predictions. So I did this like 10 months ago now, obviously before the season started. I already know I haven't done that well. I know who I predicted was going to win, and they did not. But, it'll be interesting to look through it anyway. So obviously this is the current Premier League table. We know that Chelsea won, we know that Tottenham came second, Arsenal missed out on the Champions League spot, and then Hull, Middlesbrough, Sunderland got relegated. So we are going to go through my predictions and we'll see how many I got right. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first things first, the bottom three. Not too... It's okay. Hull got relegated. So that's one right. They did come 7th. They came 18th. And I guess 20th. Obviously at the start of the season they didn't have any players. And they did actually do quite well despite that. But obviously in the end couldn't hang on to a Premier League space. Swansea only really just missed out on the relegation. So... didn't do too badly, but obviously West Brom did really well this season. They came 10th, although they were higher than that for a little while. So 1 out of 3 ain't bad, and Swansea wasn't too far off. So yeah, not too bad of a start so far. Let's look at the next two teams up. Middlesbrough's in there. Obviously they came 19th. They did get relegated. I remember at the start of the season they actually did alright as well. And then it just kind of dropped off as the season went on. I had Burnley in at 17th, and they came 16th. So, again, that was only one space off. I haven't actually got any right exact to the position yet, but I said Hull were going to get relegated, and I'm only one place off with Burnley. So, not too bad, okay? This is where it's going to get a bit harder. I'm going to add a few more teams in now. Bournemouth, Sunderland and Watford. So Bournemouth came 9th and I had them down for 13th. Watford came 17th, so 2 places away with that one. And then Sunderland I had in 14th, and obviously they came last. So looking back at this now, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I should have known. I think my thinking behind it was Sunderland for like the last handful of seasons always just escape that relegation spot, and obviously they had Defoe, who wasn't enough to keep them in the Prem, but I just thought they were going to do it again. I thought they were going to probably not have a great season, but probably hang on in there till the end. So gave them 14th, they came 20th. Looking back at it now, it probably wasn't the greatest of guesses, but it's not easy, so we'll move on. Next few had Southampton in 19th and they came 18th, so that was only one place off. Had Everton 10th, they actually did a little bit better than that, they got 7th. So, and then I had Stoke in at 11th, and they came 13th. Crystal Palace in 12th, and they came 14th, so that was only 2 places off, but they weren't even nearer the bottom for a little while until they managed to pull themselves out of it by beating Hull. It was very tight down the bottom, to be fair. A lot of those teams that I've kind of guessed were in and around there. It has not been great so far. I did say that Hull were going to get relegated, that was spot on. I was only 1 place out with Burnley. To be fair, the teams that I've got down at the bottom, I think, apart from West Brom, and obviously Watford did come in the bottom 5, I was not far off there. Hull, Swansea, Middlesbrough and Burnley were all in the bottom, and Watford were all in the bottom 6. The only team I got wrong there was West Brom and Sunderland. If them two swapped places, I would have got the bottom 6 right, just not in the correct order. So that's alright. We'll move further up. So 8th I had West Ham, who came 11th. Obviously they had a very struggled start to the season, obviously lost Payet in the end. If they'd kept him and they'd kept playing the way they did at the end of like the previous season, I think that probably wasn't a bad guess. They came 11th, so even though they had a struggle at the start of the season, I wasn't too far off. And then obviously I had Leicester in 7th. They came 12th. Remember when, like, it wasn't even that long ago when it looked like they might actually get relegated. And the fact that they finished 12th makes my prediction not actually look too bad. I didn't think they were going to do it again and win the league, you know what I mean? But I thought they'd do alright, and if they hadn't struggled so much at the start of the season, then maybe my prediction wouldn't have been too far off. And then obviously, 6th, I had Chelsea. So, yeah, didn't even have them down for getting a Champions League spot. Obviously, if you think about it, they didn't have Europe to contend with. They were 100% concentrated on the Prem and all that kind of thing. But you just have to kind of go off what they did the previous season. And then, as we all know, they did not have a good previous season. So I just thought that that would kind of follow on. Obviously, it didn't. They got Conte, the new manager, they bought Kante from Leicester, who was a massive part of them winning the league. So yeah, maybe I could have been a bit more clever with that, but you know, 5th place I had Liverpool. That was only 1 place off. Liverpool got 4th, so I didn't have them down for a Champions League spot, but they did get one. So I did think they were going to be up there this season, and I wasn't far wrong with that. 4th place I had Arsenal. So I got them two the wrong way around, basically. I had Arsenal in 4th, Liverpool in 5th, and it was Liverpool in 4th, Arsenal in 5th. Obviously, they just won the FA Cup, so big up to them. Don't know whether Arsene Wenger's going to stay or go. Is he going to leave on the high? Or is he going to try and use that win to stay a little bit longer? I'm not sure yet. Obviously, I want to do one of these predictions again for next season. I might leave it a bit later to see all of the transfers and all that kind of thing as well, you know. See what managers are staying or going. 3rd, Tottenham. At the end of the day, they came 2nd. So again, I was 1 place off with that one. So now that we're getting at the league, I haven't done too badly. And then 2nd and 1st, well, Man City came 3rd, so I was only 1 place off with that. And then I had Man U in 1st, who came 6th. So basically got Man U and Chelsea the wrong way around. Obviously, Mourinho came in. Big money signings. Ibra came in. Don't know. I think there was quite a lot of people who thought Man U might win the league this year. And obviously it didn't work out for them. Still got Champions League spot because obviously of the Europa win. But yeah, so that was my prediction. I did alright. Like I said, I got the bottom 6 teams all right, except Sunderland. And then, I mean, it's very easy to say it, but the top 6 clubs, I got them all right, just slightly out of order. But realistically, the top 6 is the top 6, and anyone probably could have guessed that. And most people probably could have guessed the bottom 6 as well, but it was a decent effort. I would definitely want to do this again, and hopefully I can do a little bit better next time. But yeah, where do you think Newcastle are going to come in there? That'll be interesting to give them a spot in next year. Obviously, the prediction for this season coming. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, obviously drop a like. I'm going to have a think about this and try and get it a bit better. If you had a prediction like this, let me know how you did. Who did you think was going to win the league? Because, to be honest, it was so long ago, I can barely remember doing it, but I definitely remember thinking that Man U had a good chance, and then obviously it did not work out that way at all. I'll stop going on. Thank you for watching. Look out for my new Premier League prediction video that I will be doing for the league next season. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.